Welcome back. Now that you've read book 3, let's fill in the gaps for books 4 and 5. As we move into book 4, both sides are uncertain about the gods naturally, and now we as readers get to see what the gods do about this seeming rut in the war. On Mount Olympus, the gods debate the outcome of the duel between Paris and Menelaus. Zeus suggests that peace might now be achieved, but Hera and Athena, both determined to see Troy destroyed, want the fighting to continue because Paris slotted them as the not beautiful two of the goddesses. Athena descends to the battlefield and persuades the Trojan archer Pandarus to break the truce by shooting an arrow at Menelaus. The arrow strikes Menelaus, but the wound is not fatal. With the truce broken, both sides prepare for battle. Agamemnon urges the Greeks forward, which he's rallying them by reminding them of their oaths to fight for Helen's return. The Greeks and Trojans clash fiercely. Several notable warriors on both sides distinguish themselves in battle, and many soldiers are killed. And so, the power of the gods is great, especially from women scorned. The action heats up, and we get to see battles of literally epic proportions, which is exactly what happens in Book 5, specifically for a warrior on the Greek side of the army, Diomedes. Book 5 focuses on the Greek hero Diomedes, who becomes the dominant figure on the battlefield with the help of Athena, who grants him extraordinary strength and courage. Diomedes kills many Trojans and drives their forces back. During his rampage, Diomedes even dares to attack the gods themselves. He wounds Aphrodite, who tries to save her son Aeneas, who is the epic hero of a later Roman epic called the Iliad, and she saves him from being killed by Diomedes, of course. Aphrodite retreats to Mount Olympus, and when she does so, she's humiliated and in pain. Apollo steps in to protect Aeneas, which kind of warns Diomedes not to challenge the gods. Despite this, Diomedes remains undeterred and continues to wreak havoc on the Trojan forces. The god of war, Ares, joins the battle on the Trojan side. With his help, the Trojans begin to regain their footing. However, Athena, who supports the Greeks, helps Diomedes, a Greek, strike Ares, which causes the god of war to retreat in pain too. So now, two major gods for the Trojans are wounded, which is a huge win for the Greeks at present. In sum, though Diomedes achieves great glory in this book, the constant intervention of the gods makes the battle unpredictable, as both sides heavily rely on divine aid. It seems by the end of Book 5, the Greeks are ahead in the war, even in Achilles' absence. Narratively, this is the opportune time for the scope of the story to shift to the Trojans, as Homer will want to keep our empathy for both sides as high as much as possible. And so, overall, these books illustrate how tumultuous the war is, how the gods meddle with human free will, and which warriors shine while Achilles is away. With the Greeks having the upper hand, it may be that they don't need Achilles after all. But we know better as to how war can shift on a dime. Thanks for listening. Now read your selected sections of Book 6 and see what's going on in Troy. Enjoy!